Japan couldn't trust America to pay them for the cars because everybody has their own laws. Under the Caesars of Rome, they established under Caesar that all nations in the empire that do business, everybody plays on a level field. If you do business in
all roads lead to Rome.
It all goes back to the Roman Empire.
See, if Africa wants to trade with China,
yeah, like he was about to say, like the ruling class at the time, the empire at the time. At that point, he's talking about the Romans.
Right.
If Africa wanted to trade with China, they're doing it through the medium of the Roman Empire, and they better fucking do it in accordance with the UCC or the equivalent at the time. You know.
So the American colonies trying to get away from the British, and you guys are having tunnel vision because we're on some bigger means of control. There's some bigger hands holding some other hands.
What's interesting. History is so contrived and it's so brought to you by the people who have won in the end of the day.
History is written by who wins.
Yes, it is.
So, our Revolutionary War, you learn about the tea tax and you learn about other types of taxation without representation. You don't hear about the fact that the British Crown was functioning under a fiat currency. They had their money that was printed to them from the central bank of the Rothschilds.
Right.
Whereas we here in the colonies had our own form of currency. That was really what stuck in the craw of the British Crown. It was the fact that we had our own currency, and they weren't going to stand for that. No, you're going to have this fiat currency from the banking class that rules us, and they're going to rule you just like they rule us.
Right.
That's really what the revolution came down to. It wasn't about tossing tea into the fucking harbor in Boston. No.
Right.
No, it was not about that. It was about breaking free from the bankers. Just like the Civil War. You can listen to quotations from Lincoln. He says, I have two great enemies. I have the South and I have the bankers to my north. And he said, comparing the two enemies, my greatest enemy is the bankers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Point blank, he told me that the money changers.
And what happened to him?
Yeah, and he got killed by the money changers.
I got a quote for you. If the American people ever allow private banks to control the issue of their money, first by inflation and then by deflation, the banks and corporations that will grow up around them will deprive the people of their property until their children will wake up homeless on the continent that their fathers had conquered.
What's with the creepy voice?
Thomas Jefferson.
Is that how he sounded?
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's how Thomas Jefferson.
That's how you do Thomas. That's how Thomas Jefferson quotes must be done at all times.
Hear ye! Hear ye!
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, man.
Here's another one. If people cannot trust their government to do the job for which it exists, to protect them and to promote the common welfare, all else is lost. Barack Obama.
Barack Obama quote.
Oh, there's a patriot. There's so many great. I mean, there's so many heroes who tried to step up to the plate, tried to defend this republic.
Yo, this is kick-ass. John F. Kennedy, forgive your enemies, but never forget their names.
Yeah.
That's fucking gangster right there.
What was that awesome quote that I heard last week? Justice is blind, but she has some really sophisticated listening devices.
Yeah, you know, it's great. Sometimes when we're like off air, like when there's a segment playing or like music or whatever, we'll be talking, and sometimes I'll still talk into a microphone.
Yeah.
And it's
habit forming.
Yeah, it's habit forming. And we were talking about what if we were just walking around talking into microphones all the time.
Seriously.
Just like,
what if you had a court? You had to go to court and you just rolled up with a mic.
With your own microphone, not hooked up to anything, and you're just talking into it the whole time.
It would make segueing into rap somewhat easier. Like, if I wanted to rap towards you, if I had a mic in my hand, you'd take it so much more serious.
Yeah, you would. You would totally take that way more seriously. Oh, man.
All right. Friends out there on the Ethernet, we're going to share with you some rock and roll. We're going to try to end this on a good note. Never forget to stay positive, stay optimistic.
Yeah, maybe next time we'll
stay joyful.
Maybe next time we'll focus a little bit more on the fun and maybe a little bit less on the heavy.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We just realized that this one's been pretty heavy lately. Any final thoughts, Jerry Springer?
He's got none.
None?
Peace.
You don't want a microphone?
Goodbye, friends.
Goodbye.
Jupiter or Thor is perfect. We need Atlas for our long distance. resistance stuff. The Titan will be even better. They shouldn't have canceled Navo. Wait till you see our submarines with Polaris.
Attention all personnel, this is CBTS. Space vehicle pre-count operations will start on my mark at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's mighty strange. You looking happily in I can say machine bed. Or have you picked your target in extended? But does she talk about extended? 5 feet away. End of speech is the end of the day. We was only fighting, but you Charlie, I thought you had it coming. Extended. But does she talk